Lucas Hirsch. I live in Haarlem, the Netherlands. We're on tour. We're touring with a group of poets from the Netherlands, and it's been called the New York to Pittsburgh and back Dutch Poetry Tour, which I organized with my poetry foundation together with Jessica. Oh, I generally don't hate things, so I have had some questions I couldn't answer, basically. The writing process itself, what's going on in my head, that kind of stuff. Because it's such a in the moment thing. I don't hate stuff, so I don't know. So you can ask me whatever you want, so I try to answer it. Oh, there's so many. There's a lot of American novelists I really like reading, and there's a lot of Dutch poetry I really like to read. The novelist Nelson Algren has been a very big influence on me. Hunter Thompson, Jack Kerouac, Tom Wolfe, Kurt Vonnegut. Oh, there's so many. Oh, I've only been around for 10 years. I started writing in 2002. To me, it's basically, they say let 1,000 flowers blossom. There's no school of poetry anymore. The poets write poetry as they see fit, basically. There's no school of thought behind it. You can see the poets that you've been interviewed, probably they're all kind of different styles of poetry. I always felt a little bit like a writer, but never did anything with it. And about 10 years ago, I finished my master's American Studies. And I found kind of a crossover between the Beat generation and a similar generation in the Netherlands called the Vijftigers. So I really started reading into it, and they knew each other. So there was a poet, Simon Vinkoog, and Allen Ginsberg. They met each other, and they met in the 50s in Amsterdam. So, and that with a political background in the 50s in the Netherlands and in the US, there was a completely different background from which they started writing, which was very interesting. So it's kind of a political, cultural thesis, and I thought, well, if they can do it, I can do it. So that's how I started. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's expressing oneself. I don't write for the readers, and there are not that many people who actually buy my book. So I mean, I have to do this. It's part of who I am. It's part of my expressing who I am. Some people do it with a trumpet. I do it with words. So yeah. Believe in yourself. Be stubborn. Read a lot of poetry and books and just suck it all up. Just suck up life and just try to, express it in words and don't listen too much to other people. Just believe in yourself and find the people around you, as I do, who kind of have you feel connected to, and ask feedback from them and keep on trucking, basically. Yeah. That's a good question. My first two books, I kind of wrote about family, and my last book is going to be published in September, October. It's about the changing atmosphere in the Netherlands. I have a background as an historian, and I see Europe change, or the Netherlands change, not for the good in my opinion. And I have a lot of very outspoken political friends around me. We have a lot of debate about it, and I thought, well, the time is right to actually do something and write poetry about it, and then forever rest or hold my peace, or how would you say that? Forever be silent. But I had to do something to voice what I'm feeling right now. So, and then in that poetry, I ask myself the question: do I have an obligation to say something about a changing political climate or not? What's my role as a poet in my society? So I asked that question and wrote about it. So I personally, I think I have a responsibility. Well, I've been part of the poetry slam circuit in Amsterdam and in the Netherlands. I think it's a good way to learn how to do readings. It's a good way to start, but I don't think if someone wins, I've never won a prize in my life. I don't think if you win a prize, you're a better writer. I think it's good that they're there. I don't like to participate in them, but if people like doing that and they can handle the fact that they're rejected, I think it's a good thing. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Yeah, all the time. It's good. I like it. And it freaked me out at first, like, oh, where the hell did all my words go? But if you let it go, then it will come back eventually in some kind of shape or form. So, yeah, it's good. I don't mind. I like it. Wow. That means I'm very unhappy. No, I think it's... the funny thing is, if you go through experiences in life, and as everybody does, at the moment I've recently been divorced, for example. And at the moment I was in this kind of vortex of kind of negative energy. I couldn't write about it, but now I found new love, new place to live, and now everything, I'm feeling better. I'm on tour, and now everything is... I find the words for it right now. At the moment I'm happy, I can write something about the moment I was unhappy, and vice versa probably. So for me it takes time to sink in and really find the words for it. So I let it go. If you let go, it will come back. So there's something, yes and no. I don't know. You don't have to be unhappy to write, I think, but it helps. Yeah.